Right, if on Freddie, you was on quick. What happened there? Was you on before I started streaming then? Yeah. Hope you can hear me. Right, mate. Had it come up without without the actual stream going at it? I know that happens sometimes. Right, I'm just gonna go on to the actual live stream bit so I can look at it. I can do the pop-out chat then. Right, let's get pop-out chat. Right, Axe, you right now? You right, Dan? And you right, Sinky? Yeah, how are you lot? So I'm just setting this up still. Let the fuckery begin, yeah, exactly. Don said, diagnosed the problem with my Chevy Trailblazer today. Surprised to drive side wheel. Ain't a dick. Yeah, bloody hell, what was it? Hanging off? It's not good. Right, live chat. Right, on. Londinium Army. Right, mate, I got your email. Cheers, mate. Yeah, now I've got that in there. I can talk to you, easily through that if we need to. I've emailed about 7 companies about them broadheads, but I'll still get back to you if I need another option, if you know what I mean. Because I think them ones would be easier. But if you wanted to do it, but yeah, I think if I could get the ones that I had originally, it'd be a bit easier for me. You know what I mean? Who's on? FX, John Axe, yeah. Say hello to everyone. You're right, yes. What you lot been at? I haven't really done a lot today. I have literally the only eventful thing I've done today is I watched that. And I've seen the original. I thought this was quite good. It was all right. The only things that disappointed me, I reckon that would have been better as it's a 12, right? It would have been better as a 15 or an 18. And I liked the original end. The ending of this was good, but I prefer the original ending. I didn't plan on making lots of broadheads, just some custom tips. Oh, nice one. All right, yeah. I'll definitely. Yeah, I like to do that with you then, mate. Yeah, nice one. Yeah. Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah. Zed's on. You right, Zed? Daniel said hungover still from last night. Hangovers definitely get worse when you get older. I would already be on the second round as a teenager. Now I'm in bed with a shit ton of water. Yeah, when I used to drink every day, I'm pretty sure I never had a fucking hangover. Can't ever remember one. Now, yeah, I have 2-day hangovers. But I noticed if I drink a lot of vodka and water, they're not as bad. Said hello to Dan, didn't he? Just read his out. RDP project, right, mate? He said the soundtrack was also better on the original. You're right there. You're right there. I did like that they had the end credits had one of the original songs, didn't it? It may have had more, but I recognise that one. But yeah, it wasn't. It's not bad, is it, Rob? It's all right for what it is. But yeah, I think the original had a better ending, and what was the other thing? Oh, and this could have done with being like a 15 or an 18. I think. Yeah, I enjoyed it. Fred said my Wi-Fi's fucked up again. We might have problems, but I'll try. All right, nice one, mate. Yeah, it's annoying when your internet fucks up. Mine's been doing it lately. Bikini Bandit said the original mangas were great. Just about the female hero stuff I can stomach. It's all right though. I like that. It's a good story. And DM said, okay, looks like I'm getting the rum out. I'll tell you what, I was that far away from getting my vodka out last night after the stream. Awesome, R3. Right, mate. Daniel said, I decided Sambuca was my friend last night for some reason. Fuck's sake. And DM said, what is that, Ghost in the Shell? Yes, it is, mate. Yeah. Yeah. The sort of, the remake, innit? Well, as I was saying, I've seen the original. Ghost in the Shell standalone complex. I don't think I ever got around to that, but that is one after watching the 1997 one or whatever it was. I wanted to watch all of them, but I never got around to it. Only on the water tonight. Freddie, no, read that. Where am I? Bikini Bandit said 2-day hangovers are part of the reason I gave up drinking a year and a half ago. Yeah, fucking drinking stuff like White Lightning, the old cheap cider. Fucking hell. I used to be bedridden for a whole day after drinking. I used to have 3-day hangovers on them. The first day was bedridden. The second day, and I mean bedridden as in for 24 hours, I wouldn't get out of bed to drink water, piss, or eat or anything. I was literally like dying. Yeah. I don't drink that shit no more. Axe said, used to be able to drink vodka back in the day. Now I look like the girl from The Exorcist. Fuck's sake. John said, Michael got access to a walk-in foot sewing machine. Sheath making machine. Ah, nice one. That'd be good. Rob said, one of the things I don't like with Hollywood remakes, they make so many times use big movie stars. Scarlett Johansson is good, but she was in so many films that came out one after another. Yeah. You know, if they had an unknown actress in, it wouldn't have really mattered, would it? They didn't need her in. Yeah, I know what you mean there. Axel, I'll stick to whiskey and shine. Nice. John said, cheap beer, worst hangover than vodka or whiskey. Yeah, vodka and water for me doesn't give me hardly a hangover at all. That'll give me like a half a day hangover. Tactical Pirate, he said, storms in, throws flowers and chocolates at Mike. I was going to propose, but I know the answer now. You brute. Fuck's sake. Londinium said, if you like Ghost in the Shell originally, go watch Psycho Pass. All right, I'll check that out, mate. Where would you get that? DVD? Do you reckon that'd be on Netflix or anything like that? You know, I could get it, but you know what I mean? The easier it is to find. RDP said, I prefer it when they use someone new. Otherwise, you're just comparing she to the last film she was in. Yeah, that's a good point. I like her though, so yeah, it sort of helped me like it a bit because I like her anyway. In fact, I like all the actors in that. It was all quite good. You know, there's quite a few I didn't know. Takeshi Kitano, yeah, you know him. He's a good actor. All right, where am I? Freddie said 2.5 miles from the countryside. Good for shooting, but shit for Wi-Fi, like say. Bikini Bandy said, it's not worth it, brother. But we got a civil war on claps to be fit and sober for. Well, that's a good point. I'm sober most of the time, though, anyway. RDP project had used big Hollywood stars so they sell more tickets. Yeah, that's a good point, actually. Yeah. Awesome said Resident Evil 3 remake is out next month. We'll be playing it. Yes, and for once, I may even be able to afford it when it comes out. So I won't have to wait for fucking months. So yeah, I may actually better get that as soon as it comes out. We'll see. Lundin said, I watched it on WCO stream, online website, Pirate Star. Nice one. Yeah, I'll look into that. I tell you, the only reason I mentioned Netflix, I don't normally watch anything on Netflix, but someone let me go on their account today they're going to have it for about 10 weeks. So they said, jump on that for a bit. And I thought, fuck it, I'll try and watch some of the stuff because Netflix are doing quite a few good Netflix only things at the minute. Just brushed my fucking teeth. That's why I keep rinsing water around in my mouth, and I wondered. Axe said, I guess my Irish Nordic DNA and my family overwritten the pissant French that someone somehow made it into my family tree. Well, that's good, yeah, as long as the other lot overrides that. Bing, did you go out on the Wendy House near the No, I was that far away from going out there, but when I looked, there was no one there. And then by the time I decided not to, they were in there. But I don't know. Saved me drinking. I would have only been getting pissed on my own anyway, and secret drinking, which is a bit, it's a bit alcoholic-y, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Liam said, I just ate a whole bunch of Mexican chili cheese. Stuff is addictive. That sounds good. What's that, like cheese with chili in, basically? Bikini Bandit said, what happens when 90% of the older voters that vote right and hold most of the money die? Who knows? Well, as Liam said, cheap houses. I still won't be able to afford one, though. Oh, I don't know what I've done. I don't know if I'm clenching my teeth or something. Freddie said Chasing Monsters is good on Netflix. All right, I'll check that out. I've got a list. Let me put that down on my list. I'll tell you what I've got written down on it. So these are just a couple I looked while I was looking on there earlier. The Irishman, Afterlife, Dark Crystal, and then the series El Camino. They've just put a load of Studio Ghibli films on there. Something called Creeped Out. There's a load of Stephen King films on there I haven't seen, and Revenge. What was one you said? Chasing Monsters. I don't want to watch too many TV series with shitloads of stuff on it because I'll never be able to watch it in 10 weeks, you know what I mean? But if there's some good films on there. Axe said, looked like Londinium is never get a poop this month. Zed said, Mike, when's your birthday? 29th of April. Londinium said, it's cheese with chili peppers inside it. Nice. Londinium said, I'm going to try that tactical. Just ate a whole block raw. Fuck's sake. You know, I'm fancy instead of cheese and wine. Chili, cheese and rum. Fuck's sake. Alex DeLarge, you right, mate? Machine Head, you right? Yeah, what's everyone been at today? Did I ask that already? I ain't been doing nothing really. I watched that film, that's about it really. Freddie said it's all about Jeremy Wade's River Monsters. It's only got 6 1-hour episodes. All right. Actually, I might have seen that. Has that been on the telly? Actually, The Witcher. When the action dies down, the boobs come out. Pick me. All right. I did see The Witcher on there. How many is that? Is that a series? I don't mind watching something that's 1 or 2 series. It's just if it's... I know The Witcher's new, so it wouldn't be a lot. But you know what I mean? When it's like fucking something that's been on for years, like 20 fucking series, 24 episodes, I'd never get time to watch it. But I know The Witcher ain't like that. FX said I've been busy waiting for the country to implode. Yeah, get preparing. Zed said, I remember my grandfather grinding his teeth. I told the daft old sod he couldn't make bread from them and he wouldn't listen. Fuck's sake. Yeah, I think I'm clenching them without realising it at the minute. Awesome said, don't get... Black Mirror, I'm up to date with Black Mirror because I love Black Mirror. Even my icon on Netflix is Black Mirror 3-pronged thing. And anyway, I think we're all fucked from the corona stuff. Even if the virus is caused by 5G, the economy is going down the pan faster than a rat up a drain pipe. Well, that's the thing. No matter what you believe is doing it, it's going to fuck up a lot of things anyway. Ain't it? So, yeah. Tactical said, you get many proposals, mate? Loads, mate. Same as the Valentine's Day stuff. I was swimming in it, mate. I've had to say no to everyone so far, though. There's some celebrities in there and everything. Being said, you've seen the stock market's going bad, Mike. Heading for another recession. Chances are things will be worse than 2001. I hadn't seen, but yeah, I can imagine. Machine Head said, what do you think of Stranger Things? That is something I want to watch. I've got series 1 downloaded. I do want to watch that. What's that on 3 or 4 now? But that I could probably watch because how many episodes is that per series? Like 12 or something? I know that ain't got loads, has it? Oh, it's an American version, is it, Freddie? There's Jackal. Peach, right, mate? Mac said, well, anyone else getting ready when the Kung Flu comes to your neighborhood? Yeah, I'm ready, mate. I'm ready. FX said, Altered Carbon Series 2. All right, yeah. I've heard of that, actually. That sounds quite good. Actually, I remembered one as well. That Don't Fuck With Cats is supposed to be quite good, I've heard. And there's a... Did I forget to say Revenge? There's a Korean or Chinese thing called Revenge. So I said, so money won't be worth much. Just as well. I don't have much of the stuff then. Hopefully, the pound goes really weak and the dollar becomes really strong. Because I get paid in dollars after time. That'll sort me out. Tactical. I saw a newspaper article today. Coronavirus is currently 1/100th less lethal worldwide than the common winter flu we get every year. Awesome. So I get silver and gold if you're worried. It always does well. Look at the price charts from 2008. Yeah, it's always good to have a bit of gold and silver anyway, I think. And didn't he say my immune system shit on the virus? Weak sauce flu. I'm going to plenty of fruit and vegetables, I think. That's the key. That said, I know I saw your low budget Bane mask. I tell you what, though, there's quite a few people going on that lately saying, oh, this is a good idea. Yeah, I know it was a very, very basic thing, but if you ain't got nothing, you know what I mean? Columnist, right, mate? Sorry if I've said your name wrong there. FX, yeah, Don't Fuck with Cats is so good. Right, I've definitely watched that. I've only heard good things about that. So, if anyone wonders what we're talking about, recommendations on Netflix, but not series that have got loads, because I can only borrow it for like 10 weeks. Someone's got it so they can watch Better Call Saul, basically. And when it finishes, they're going to stop paying. Being said, I need to get some more food supplies in. The virus is equal to the chances of recession. I've got a plan for both. I think I'll bug in to begin with. Chances I won't need to bug out anyway. Lewis said I'll stack up on 1-ounce silver bars and coins just in case. You're right, Lewis, by the way. Liam, you're right. Open and stuff. He's on now. Finished sorting all the random PC issues out for everyone. Yeah, I have to do that in my house. I'm the IT man in my house. Fuck's sake. Alex said it's a blast from the past tactical. Lewis said you pay over the spot price of silver. It's going to become so valuable in the future. It's worth it now. I got one bit of silver, 1 troy-ounce of silver that I won from Cutlery Lover about 10 years ago in one of his giveaways. And Liam said I had a bunch of silver bars, forged most of them into pure silver razor blades. No, I remember you saying about that. Yes, now you say, I remember you saying about that. FX said Brooklyn Nine-Nine is good for a quick watch in between the ones you want to concentrate on. There's loads of episodes. You can actually watch that on the telly, can't you? I think, isn't that on like E4 or something? But yeah, another good idea. Being said, Narcos has about 5 seasons. If you don't have time to watch them all, each 2 seasons have different cartel. So they don't necessarily have to watch the others. And Liam said, you want pure silver Blade Bandit? Freddie Tomlin said, my mate is buying silver coins. Says in about 6 years it'll be more expensive. Nice. That said, I have some salvaged silver laying around somewhere. I can go and get my Cutlery Lover 1 troy-ounce if anyone wants to see it. It's just a standard one, ain't nothing on it. But yeah, that came from Cutlery Lover. In his giveaway that everyone said was rigged. I didn't give a shit. I've had quite a few people say, because I used to have a weird thing of winning quite a few competitions. People used to say, oh, that's rigged, isn't it? Maybe they were, who knows. The Prepared Norseman. You right, mate? Good to see you on. I'm all right. FX said, anyone see Trump's speech? Oh, no, I didn't. And Dim said, fun fact, a troy-ounce is heavier than a modern ounce. I knew it wasn't the same as a standard ounce, if you know what I mean, modern ounce, but I didn't know whether it was lower or higher. So it's heavier, is it? Bandit said, as long as you don't try to hurt me with it. That's about the silver razor blade. Yeah, well, how much is a troy-ounce of silver now? I think at one point when I got mine, it was about 16 quid, I think. Yeah, there it is. Axel, let me see if this works. Wank. Awesome said, apparently April is when the markets are going to be really crash. Silver is cheap now. Markets are rigged. But I've no chance to allow the price to correct. Nadim said, well, I was just going to send you it. Freddie said, can you do all the Field Sport Britain giveaways so I can win loads of guns? That's so. They don't seem to rig them for me to win anymore, but yeah, they used to. Timbo, right, mate? Good to see you on. Bikini said, send it to me. Right, I want to see how many people know their memes and their jokes, right? Oh, I've given it away slightly, hang on. I'm gonna right. What do you traditionally find in one of these? Ignore, don't go too detailed into it, but what kind of box is this? What do you find inside this box? I want to see if you know your memes. Oh, actually, he was trying to do the fucking the Nightbot thing. That's right. No, not the Prime Minister, not snacks, not coins or stamps, not shortbread. Come on, surely you would know. I have to handle that very carefully, not to make any noise, give away the clues. Right, little fan. Bikini got one word right. Some kind of kit. You lot have obviously missed out on that. Yeah, Lewis got it right. Sewing kit. Don't you all keep your sewing kits in old biscuit tins? Porn. Keep that under the bed. Zed said, I hear the US Secret Services have had to change their warning from Get Down to Donald Duck. Fuck's sake. Sewing kits. I've seen memes on. Well, it's just people going into shops and seeing piles and piles and piles of boxes of biscuits and saying, why are they selling so many sewing kits? Sewing kit. A kit for sewing up things. Yeah, pot stash. The topic tonight is nothing at the minute. Vamp, anything you want. Alex said, any news on the Warhammer, mate? I'll tell you what. All right, next month, sometime around the 20th, I'll order a hammer, and then we'll go from there. Depends on how long it takes to get to me. All right, so I'll do that. Bikini Bandit said, do you still have hard copy porn? Yeah, I do. I've got some, yeah. In fact, I sometimes show the cover on my Twitch account. Because if I did it on here, I once showed the front of a magazine cover to a porno, right? And they took the video down and gave me a warning for it. And it was just the cover, so there was nothing on the cover. That cover was good enough to be on a shelf, with no censorship. Yeah. Nadim said a meme is a joke. Gene. Yeah, Richard Dawkins made it up. I knew that, and I'll tell you how I knew that about the word meme being created by Richard Dawkins from playing Metal Gear. In one of the Metal Gear games, they go on about memes, and he's trying to destroy his own meme because he doesn't want to be, don't want to sort of be known anymore. And through that, I ended up looking up about memes, yeah, and then Richard Dawkins created it, didn't he? Created the meaning, which means, the word meme is less than 20 years old, isn't it, really? Pete said, what's a sewing kit was a joke. I just wondered, you never know. Axe said, hard copy porn is a must in case of no power or EMP. Yes. So I was going to go get something then, but better not. Freddie said, any news on the £10 challenge? I was eyeing up the price at Wix. That will happen within about 3 days because I need to get the Patreon money to start it because I ain't got any money. So, yeah, when the Patreon money comes in, I can order some stuff. Awesome said it was Metal Gear Solid 2, I think. Yes, yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. I think it was anyway. If it wasn't 2, it was Metal Gear Solid 4. But yeah, Richard Dawkins, yeah, he's a very interesting bloke. He gets a lot of abuse from religious fanatics. But he wrote the book, didn't he? Write the book, The God Delusion. Richard Dawkins did, didn't he? I haven't read it, but I said floppy disk spawn is better. How much do you get on there? 4-inch floppy. Little Vamp said, anybody know how to remove a firing pin that has been threaded? It had a groove for a flathead screwdriver, but it tore straight away. No, I can't get it out and replace it. I'm not really sure. Little Vamp, without seeing pictures of something, it's hard to say. Jesus said, start Death Note state. Where only the dead are allowed to live. Right, Rich, nearly missed you there. He said, the greatness has entered the stream. All right, Mike. Gary, you're right, mate. I got your email as well. He said, ding dong, Avon calling, Avon mouth, that is. That's it, and yeah, the God Delusion or whatever it was. Yeah, said it before you typed it. Yeah, I've never read it, but I know of it. I know a little bit about Richard Dawkins. He's quite interesting. There's some fucking funny videos of his as well where he reads out the abuse he gets. Pete said, before we had the internet, you had to use your imagination. Yes, or draw. Alex said, Christopher Hitchens, his classmate. I don't know who that is. And Dean said he also has debates with theists. Bing said, no, Peach. That's what the Corner Shop magazine rack was for. Jesus said, didn't think you would actually get read out loud. Pete said, what you fucking with, Little Vamp? Guys, Little Vamp. Get emailed also. I haven't replied to no one yet, but I got Little Vamp's email, Londinium Army's email, Gary's email, and someone else's email. I can't remember what their name was now. Yeah, I got 4 last night. You'll all get replied to eventually. Londinium said I saw those reading out his hate mail by next to fireplace. That's it. It's fucking hilarious as well, isn't it? Bikini said you got to source those broadheads and make those pistol bolts. Got so many people wanting them. Don't cheat yourself. I'll tell you what I did today, Bikini Bandit. I emailed 6 companies today asking if they'll get them for me. So hopefully by Monday I might have some replies. Yeah. So yeah, hopefully I'll let you all know Monday. Yeah, and then I'm prepared to chuck 100 quid's worth into them. Get them as I can in one go. Yeah. RDP said Little Vamp. You need to get the screw removing bit. Now for removing screws that have the heads of misshapen due to the groove being mangled. Yeah, good advice there. Funfair, right, mate? He said before porn came, I used to use female, exactly. Richard said, Mike, if you can't get those broadheads, I can have a gut making some that would hot glue in. All right. Yeah, I'll see what happens, Rich. Because I was saying to, I think it was Londinium earlier, if I can get these, it'll be easier because I can they can screw in and out and all that shit. But yeah, and the last resort, yeah. Thank you, Rich. I appreciate that. Bikini said porn needs to be banned. We have to breed. just don't take mine away. Where am I? Freddie said after the internet, I'd rather use a female anyway. Oh, exactly. We're going to start debating what's better now. Let's not. Axe said, with all these Uber viruses and flu bugs, it's only a matter of time till we get zombies. Awesome said, porn is degenerate. Don't watch that crap. Go out and find a wife. Yeah, good point. Little Vamp said the first link I sent you on Twitter has a Type 11 broadhead that the measurements need. I'll tell you on here the issue, Little Vamp. It'll be slightly easier for me to show you why I think they won't work. But I appreciate you sending me it. Right, this is the main issue. With anything but the really small broadheads I found, right, these would be about the same. Right, see this bit here? It's the same diameter as a crossbow bolt. Actually, this one's slightly smaller than this. And the ones you linked in the Type 11, they would have that bit the same thickness, right? And what happens is that bit is a lot thicker than the small pistol bolts. And what happened when Rich tried to do it, that is making the crossbow bolt sits upwards like that. Can you see that? Sits up like that on the rail, and it doesn't shoot properly. Whereas these little small ones, it's actually the same as the bolt. Let me just try and show you that there. It's virtually the same. You see that? So any but these really small ones won't work. That's the issue with it. Yeah, it's a bit of a nightmare, really. I thought I'd tell you that on video because it'd be easier than trying to describe it to you. Yeah, and I think I don't mind. I'll buy one of those. I don't mind buying one and trying it, but I've got a feeling they're going to be the same as this, too big. But as I said, I've emailed 6 different companies today. I'm pretty sure one of them will get back to me, and then I'll sort it out as soon as possible. Dad said, strange thing, you can legally shag at 16, but you have to be 18 to watch it. Yeah, bizarre, isn't it? Funtag UK said, hi people, are you planning to close the schools? In the UK, people are planning to close all the schools. In a way, I hope they do. Guy said that's a bit heavy anyway. Off the small heads are 100 grams. Yeah, that's another point. Yeah, the big ones are heavier. They're 150 grain, aren't they? Awesome said, where did I get them? I got them on eBay, but the listing's gone now, and I've looked everywhere, and I cannot find those ones definitely anywhere. They're always the bigger ones. Little Vamps are okay, cheers, mate. I thought they were perfect, but maybe not. What I'll do, I'll buy one and I'll test it, but I've got a feeling they'll only work if I grind the top and the bottom off, and then it starts being too much work. But it's all right. I'm confident that I'll get those ones again. Yeah, I emailed, as I said, 6 companies today, so I should, pretty sure I'll get a Richard, yeah, it's dangerous. Shot 2 foot high at 2 meters. Yeah, it's quite dodgy, isn't it, Rich? Yeah, and unless you can get them I'll tell you what, I've looked on Amazon.com, Amazon.co.uk, AliExpress, Google in general, eBay, and I cannot find any anywhere that are definitely these. Do you want me to tell you the dimensions? They've got to be 58 millimeters long, 10 mil wide, and 100 grain. Because what they're selling is this 64, or they say 65, but they're 64, 150, 14 mil. That's no good. And Dinium said, Mike, if you need another option, buy some HSS wood drill bits, and they can easily convert them into arrowheads. I'll look into that as well. I think I'll find something in the end. It's just if this works, if I can get those heads, all it takes is a little bit of threading, and that's it. Piss easy. Bob, you're right, mate. Nearly missed you on then. Bob said London. That's good thinking. London said wood drill bits. Oh, I know what you mean. The fucking spade, the spade drill bits. Yes, yeah. Of course, yeah. That'd be easy to do, wouldn't it? Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean. The fucking spade bits that are this kind of shape. Is that what you meant? And then I suppose you would just grind them like that. Done. Or even not that, have the original point on, I suppose. Like that. Yeah. Yeah, I never thought of that. Yeah, it's very obvious when you say. Yeah. But yeah, I'll keep Little Vamp said type 11, 100 grain, 2 blade. Yeah, it's just that collar bit. By looking at it, I'm pretty sure that's going to be too thick. But as I said, I'll get 1 or 2 and I'll try it. Awesome said bodkins. Bodkins seem to be the most effective against armor. Maybe try making those. Well, I could do bodkins with the tips. It piss easy. I'll make them myself anyway. I'll show you. But no one seems interested in them. Let me show you. I can make like a little short bodkin. Well, I don't think I've got any of the ones on the little crossbows, but all you do, that's easy to do, the little bodkins. But I don't think I've got any on my bolts at the minute. Where's my other fucking bolts? Oh, my shit's all over the place at the minute. But yeah, bodkins, I can do that quick as fuck with my little, you just basically get these tips, put them on the little belt grinder, but no one seemed to be interested in them, not like them broadhead things. I've got any ready, but I should have crossbow bolts with them on. Fuck are they then? That's weird. That's weird. I should. Yeah, I just on my little. I ain't got none done. I should have. I don't know where they are. Have I got any other crossbow bolts anywhere? That doesn't make no sense. Yeah, I just put them on that little belt grinder basically. Bikini said I'd buy bodkins or broadheads. Nice one. The broadheads on these, that's like, yeah, I've never bothered even mentioning it because I don't know, no one's ever said they want them. Yeah, I could do that, and they do penetrate deeper than these heads because the problem is these field tips are sort of designed to stop. I mean, they're designed to, not keep going. So yeah. Freddie said, ask Mike to make on just an empty flashlight. I don't want to know how to make a fucking flashlight. How much for 30? I'll have to think. Yeah, all right, I'll sort you out anyway. But yeah, I couldn't say off the top of my head how much, but Awesome said, I think bodkins are better because they kind of go through armor, sort of. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. These will be very fucking good, I'll tell you. Yeah. But yeah, I can do the Guinea Bandit said, how much did you lose? 3 stone, Mick. Do you plan to lose more? I'll tell you what, I lost 2.5 stone, but I've put a fucking stone back on. But I'm still a 1.5 stone lighter than I was. But yeah, I do plan on losing more, yeah. Oh, I do want to get fitter. Sparrow, right, mate? He said, you good? Surgery went well, a bit tender. Good to hear, mate. Good to hear. Yeah, glad you're right. Cold War, right, mate? Londinium said to Key Bandit, Mike is the best for arrowheads, though. You can thread them properly. I can make custom arrowheads, though, if you need those. Little Raptors, how many bodkin tips have you got that I could buy now, Mike? The weirdest thing is, Little Vamp, I can't seem to find any. Normally, all my stuff like that is in this little box, and there's none in there. I must have some more bolts somewhere. Hang on. Oh, here they fucking are. Let's see if they're on here. Right, yeah, look, there. I was saying, I knew I had some somewhere. My camera's a bit crap. It won't focus on these, so you won't be able to see it properly anyway. But I could knock them up, fucking, you know, in... Well, I've got loads of tips, basically, yeah. So, yeah, I could probably make... Well, I could make 10, 20 probably, easily. So I knew I had more fucking bolts somewhere. Where's the other fucking one? Yeah, weird. Yeah, message me on Twitter, Little Vamp, and I'll sort that out. I've got quite a few spare heads that I could do that from broken bolts. Machine Pistol said, Mike, can you make a DIY video in the forest and how to make arrowheads and bows like Caveman did? I could try. I don't mind trying that, yeah. Bob said, Mike, perhaps a full-size broadhead with a thread adapter that will go between the broadhead and the bolt shaft. I'll tell you what the issue is, Bob. Why it sort of won't work. Right, if the bolt was longer, I could put any head on, but the bolt has got not the bolt. The broadhead has to be the same thickness as the shaft, otherwise it sits up like that, and then it doesn't shoot out properly. What I could do is grind the top and bottom off of the bigger broadheads, but I think they'd be too heavy anyway, and then it's just more unnecessary work. But yeah, if I get these, which I'm confident I will, because they do exist at least, yeah, I think it'll be all right, and it's easy. Where am I? Pete said, I'm gaining weight because I'm making muscle. Nice one, mate. Brian, you're right. Machine Pistol. No, I read that, didn't I? Freddie said your flashlight is also gaining muscle. What's the matter with you tonight? Little Vamp said, yeah, can I buy as many bodkin tips as you have, please? I'll tell you what, I'll find it all out tonight. Yeah. And then I'll sort you some out. Because what I could do, I don't necessarily... What have you got these bolts, these kind of bolts, the screwing ones? I don't even need to... I could just tell you the tips. You know, that wouldn't be... You know what I mean? Cat's a bit creepy here tonight again. Notebook just jumped off the shelf, about 8 foot away from me. Fuck's sake, you're getting haunted again. Little Vamp said, I've got cordless drill, rotary grinder with loads of bits. Would that grind the tip of bodkins accurately? Possibly. What's the grinder like? Like a little... Yeah, I think that should work. I'll use a little, like my little belt sander thing, you see. That works perfectly for it. Pete said, does a penis count as muscle? That's because it just hit the floor, made me jump. Machine Pistol said, Mike, do you have a Discord server? Yes, I do, but I'll be honest with you, I don't really know how to use it or even invite people to it. Pete said, yeah, just buy a file. Bob said, pirate, sounds like an angry ghost. I said, vodka and orange night for me. Nice one. Yes, let's tell you what, Little Vamp, I'm going to have a little look, see how many heads I got in here today. Just want to shout out, shall we? I may have more somewhere else as well. No, that's not one, because it'd have to be the screw-in tips. Yeah, I got quite a few there. It might be one. No, I'm sorry for pressing you, Mike. I didn't know what that said for a second then. I put me off for a second then. But so it says, sorry to press you, Mike, but I need to blow the dick off a raised piss ASAP. Fuck's sake. Well, I said something else for a second then. Put me off my I was going to say stride, but that don't sound right, does it? I'll sort you out. Ghost Jesus said, have you got even a basic lathe? You could probably turn the collars down with that. I haven't got a basic lathe, and I think I could do that. Probably, right, there's my... If I can't do it, right, there are some bigger broadheads where the collar sort of goes like that, like a curved shape, like that, if that makes sense. Do you know what I mean? I could grind off the bottom of that and then it would work. But again, it's just more work than needs to be. The whole point of this was I wanted it easy as possible. The less work, the less I got to, because the more work, the more expensive it's going to be. At the minute, I could do one of these heads in, a minute each. Probably, a couple of minutes each. But no, it's all good ideas that everyone's having and all valid ideas. But I think what I've got is probably perfect if I can get the heads. Which I think I will. Pete said he has a welder. I've got a welder. I don't know how to weld though. Well, I haven't got a welder. There's a welder in my shed. Stark, you right, mate? Oh, Zed said, don't worry about the notebook moving. I used to have a girlfriend who could teleport. She could be miles away. But as soon as I opened my wallet, she materialised right beside me. Fuck's sake. Richard, speaking of bows, the bamboo laminate on my longbow developed a crack, so I'm going to have to get another one soon. I'm strong enough to shoot it again. Doubt it will survive 200 shots now. That's a shame, Rich. Ghost Jesus said 10mm, 100 head. Yes, it, mate, there. Them ones. So 50, that's 58, not 56. That's 58mm long, 10mm wide, 100 grain. Here's my fucking pen. Make that look more like a fucking 8 than a 6. 58. That's the exact measurement of it, though. They may say 62 or some bollocks. RDP said if you grind the shoulder flat so it sits on the crossbow, you need to do both sides. They will need to be exact so the weight is the same. Same on each side from the center. That way its flight will be not effective. Yeah, that's the thing. It's a bit more work than needs it, really, though. What I know what you mean. Weapons and Stuff said more cases of corona spreading in California. Pete said I'm also shit at drawing A's. Yeah. That was a bit of a rush, that whole thing. I wrote it down so that when I was looking online, I was making sure I was getting the right kind. Fuck me, I fucked up all my fucking bolts now. Shit all over the place. Little vamp, I could probably sort you out 10 little bodkins. If I have a look, that's 10 at least anyway. Where am I? Gary said I need to buy a couple more crossbow strings. Yeah, I want some pistol ones. Sparrow said that agency now issuing us. That's the agency now issuing us hand sanitizer for work. Finally accepting the risk. And Dinium said you could make it hexagonal instead of round, so it has a flat. What's that? The grind in the top and the bottom. I'm a bit behind on the comments now. Freddie said I'll probably Also poison the meat on the pigeons. I don't know what you're talking about. Doesn't matter though. Don't matter. Tim, you alright, mate? Yeah, you missed you there. RDP said there's a Corona here at my place. Got 4 of them in the fridge. I'm going to buy some soon. Stug said first case of coronavirus confirmed in the Republic Island. Time for me to move to Antarctica. Yeah, I can blame you, mate. Nandine's grinding it so it sits flush on the rail when you fire it. Oh yeah. Yeah. I'd have to look into it because the good thing with this as well, what this one does, even that bit, right, sits in between the rail. It's like the perfect thing without having to fuck about at all. It just sits in. It's the sort of right shape. Fits in with that line there. Lines in with the groove. Yeah. You couldn't get nothing better really. With the minimum amount of work. But yeah, all of the other stuff is definitely viable. But I'm 100% going to try and go for this first, and then if I can't, there's a load of backups I can do if there's no other option. I think the best option would be is them ones that Little Vamp said. They're about this long. They're shorter than these, but they're fatter. They would just require a bit of grinding. Little Vamp said, right, 10 bodkins, how much? I'll send you my PayPal email via Twitter. Send me a PayPal request and I'll pay it straight away. I'll have to have a think first. I'll tell you tonight or tomorrow, Little Vamp. Yeah, it ain't gonna be a lot, obviously, for what it is. I'll sort you out though. But it's hard to think while I'm trying to do this. I need to think of how long they take, what's a good price, but what's not a piss taking price. You know what I mean? Yeah. I don't like saying spur of the moment because then I think, oh shit, I could have said less, I could have said more. Don't rush you. I won't be able to send them till Monday anyway, so don't worry about the price just yet. Tactical said I don't think so. She does have a twin. Missed that one. I said also, if nobody said 3 more people from England have tested positive for coronavirus, taking the total number to 23. No one had said that. Tactical Pirate said Little Vamp and Mike grinding brings a picture to my head. I never see. Fuck's sake. Good night, Rob. RDP Project said I'm off to bed. Have a great night, everyone. Yeah, I'll whack your thing on just for a second so everyone can see you get to bed. There you go. Prepared Norseman said virus. Where is that? The virus is already having major impact here. One hospital has now had partially shut down as 50 in it in quarantine, 400 potentially infected patients from one sick doctor. Went to work. Fuck's sake. Londinium said if that has a large swell, there's a chance it will rebound and fly off when fired. Exactly. That's the issues with a lot of the shit is very dodgy. So yeah, I think it's gonna be these, a lot of them are a bit dodgy basically, isn't it? I'd never want to make something that could fucking, blind someone or something. Fred said the signal will probably be even worse. I've just moved room. That said some urgent dick blowing required. I suppose we can wait till Monday. Oh, the bloody post office wouldn't be open anyway, would it? West Yorkshire Catapult. You right, mate? I was daydreaming then when I read your name out. He said the late crew here. Being said, back Mike, had to go for a while. Been in the attic all day clearing it out. I need to clean mine out, to be honest. Dad said 23, well, 60 million. That's not exactly a lot. Pete said almost 3,000 deaths now, so the website says. Krylon, you right, mate? Tacticals find any cash. Last time I was looking through my loft, I found an old World War II gas mask that I didn't know was up there. Awesome. Did anyone hear the UK government plan to turn Hyde Park into giant quarantine if it gets bad? No, I did not know that. That surprised me though. Bikini Bandit said you mentioned £5 a bolt in a video, saying it was unreasonable. I'd pay that for one for the finished product. Nice one. Yeah, I wouldn't charge that much, but yeah, there's companies online selling 3 bolts for I think 21 quid to 24 quid without the postage added on. So it was getting like £7.50, 8 quid for one bolt. Now I would not charge that. You know, yeah, 3 for 23 quid, and that's probably without the postage added on. Yeah. Where am I? That's stuck on a. Oh yeah, new comments. I was just saying, stuck on a thing there. That's right. One of the comments bits was like stuck fucking half an hour back on the comments. Featured dick blowing. I think she means dick blowing off. Awesome. No, I read that, didn't I? Brian said pharmaceuticals are off to a good year. All the masks and meds they will sell. Yeah, exactly. Bet they're doing great. Weapons, I said, I think it was Thailand that's covering up figures at the moment, claiming almost no corona cases. But viral pneumonia cases are currently shooting up. Yeah, makes you laugh, doesn't it? That was a £5 a bolt. You turn it George Brown. Oh no, I never said I'd charge £5. And I think we said 4 at most. And even I said, yeah, probably less than that. But no, I'm not going to say a price because I need to work out how much the bolts are going to cost and the heads are going to cost. Because the heads are probably going to cost at least £1 each. Yeah, that's probably something I can't get less than that. We'll see. You know what I mean? But I would imagine they're going to be at least £1 each. I can't remember how much these bolts are, but they wouldn't be more than 50p each. That's what I mean. You know, I could probably realistically sell them for £2.50 each and still make a profit. But I'm not. Don't commit me to that price. Yeah, that's just some. I think I could. That mean I definitely will. Now, Liam said I think you should sell them for more than that. What you said to begin with, 3 for a tenner. Yeah, you know, I'll have a think about it, and yeah, but they're going to be probably half the price of any you could buy anywhere else. Anyway, put it that way. Yeah. Nadeem said, yeah, no free postage on orders under 50 quid. That's it. Jennifer, you're right. Good to see you on. So I said I wouldn't charge that much. Yeah, so £4.99 each. Guys said not long. They won't be doing okay. Little Vamp says tactical. Totally, I would pay £5 per pistol bolt. Harris said, hello, have you ever tested stormproof matches? Tried some Livestorm ones today. Bloody best matches. Yeah, you can put them in water, can't you? And they still stay lit. Yeah, very good things. Yeah, I'm not going to commit myself to any prices at the minute, but yeah. Put it this way, they'll be half the price of what anyone else would sell them for. Put it that way. And any postage wouldn't be more, because I think the postage would only have to be something like £1.50 as well for recorded, you know, depending on how many people bought. But because these would fit flat in an envelope, I'm pretty sure you might be able to send these with a stamp. Or if not, it would be a very small package. It's like £1.50 for like recorded post or some shit like that. Wouldn't be a lot anyway. Little Vampton, have you tried to grind the steel pistol tips to 5 sides? They all said they fly better. Well, I could do that easily. Little Vamp. The ones I've done are 4-sided. I've never looked at the difference between 5-sided or 4-sided. In all honesty, personally, I didn't really think it made much difference. But yeah, I'll look into that. Did he try other, you know, 4-sided, 3-sided? I could do that. I could do 5-sided if you want. Bundim said, I think they have magnesium or something in them, like a ferro rod. Gary said, many medicines and ingredients are made in China, including antibiotics, heart medicine, diabetes medicine, sedative, you name it. So soon see a shortage and operations not available. Yeah, Craft Channel. Right, mate. Bing said, Harris, I have the BCB waterproof matches. Put them in a sink for water, alight, and it still stays alight. They're brilliant. West Yorkshire Catapult said, how many bolts you got? I'm now stacking 160 alley. As I had to drop 60 today. Broke free playing. I ain't got that many. Not a lot, really, but that's one of the things I'm buying next. As soon as I get a bit of a payday, as soon as my affiliate ad money comes in from people buying stuff on eBay and Amazon, I'll get some more. Yeah, I ain't got a lot. That's the last batch I bought. That's brand new. They've not been touched. Still in the bag. Bandit said to Jennifer, does your husband know you're using a computer? We were asking for it tonight, ain't you? Londinium said some elements ignite only in water. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Awesome said, a warning to everyone with elderly family. Pensions are just completely tanked. West York said large letter, masking tape, them together, keep them flat. That's it. Good idea, mate. Tactical said wear a mask when you pack them, no coughing on them. They said the problem I found with waterproof matches is they're waterproof. But the bloody striker isn't. Yeah, that's a good point. Bob said, Mike, bring up your prices for postage. That's how you can make some extra money. Yeah, that is a good point. To be honest, I could add £1 on the postage and no one would be bothered by that, I don't think. Gary said buy food instead. I got that on my list, mate. You won't be able to see it there anyway. I'll be getting food as well, don't worry. Where am I? Jennifer said the Bikini Bandit. It's my fucking computer. Bandit, sorry. West Yorkshire said, can you use bigger bolts than the Tomcat? No, the problem is they're too thick, so they won't fit under. But although I say that, I've never tried, but I don't think they would fit under the trigger mechanism, basically, inside the trigger mechanism. I've got 7.5-inch bolt for the RX adder with George's 5-sided bodkin tips, and they're fucking awesome. They hit hard and penetrate like a motherfucker. Yeah, the bodkins do penetrate a lot better than standard field tips. That's a problem I've found. Oh no, I read that, didn't I? And Dean said you could strike matches on any surface usually. If you strike them from my thumbnail. Where am I? Got that a little bit harder to cut from the Stinger. Grinding said use emery cloth sandpaper, like the wet dry type. I think Zed is getting at, and I thought this was true as well, but then I've heard it isn't. I thought certain matches would only lie on a striker. You know, strike anywhere matches will strike anywhere. I thought the other matches had to be struck on that striker because there was some kind of reaction it does. And I've tried striking non-strike anywhere matches on things, and I couldn't get them to light. I don't think I've got any matches in here. No, I haven't. You off, Freddie? Good night, mate. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Regular matches need a strike pad. Yeah, safety matches. Exactly. Yeah. Sorry, because I thought I once heard someone say on the radio that they found out that matches could strike anywhere, but safety matches they can't, as you say. Yeah, I thought someone said that was wrong in the thing. Then, yeah, it's all right. But yeah, strike anywhere matches. Literally, it's like a bit of sandpaper, isn't it? Dad said, by the way, Mike, when are you going to do a crossbow pistol comparison video? It's on my list, mate. It's on my list. Where is it? Maybe next week. Oh, no, I'll tell you when, Zed. I want to get some gelatin first so I can do a really good ballistic gel test. So maybe in 2 weeks' time. When the Patreon money comes in, which will be in a couple of days because it'll be March tomorrow. Takes about 2 days to get the money. Then I'll order some gelatin, and when it comes, Horizon versus the Armex Tomcat 2 full tests. Bing said, when you sell the bolts, Mike, will require you to tell the mail service that your blade is bladed. Yeah, I don't know, actually. I've never been asked to sign a package when I've bought broadheads, so I don't know. Yeah, that's a good point. It's a bladed article, isn't it? But Dilliam said you have to strike anywhere matches when you have the reactor inside the mat itself. Oh, right. Oh, I did not know that. Oh, nice one. What do you mean? Yeah, like Swan Vestas. Yeah. I said, do you take vitamins? No, I just eat shitloads of vegetables. That seemed to help, though. When I started eating loads of vegetables and shit, I started getting ill a lot less. Probably just a general all-round thing. You're getting more vitamins. You're probably healthier anyway. Bikini Bandit said, disease and famine and the police state vaccine with anything in it. So that's the problem. I had the ones I tried. The striker got wet and couldn't find the things. Pete said, if it's not sharp, is it a blade? Oh yeah, I don't know. It doesn't matter. I could all, we'll see what happens. But I've never had to sign for these, so see what happens, wouldn't we? Send the bolts by my Hermes. Yeah, good idea. I'll look into it. Yeah, I don't know. You can't cut yourself with it. Tactical, did anyone watch The Last Ship? Good film, but a virus has killed nearly everyone off. No, I never even heard of that. I'll be honest with you. I don't want to go into too much detail, but if I send these to people anyway, there won't be no return address on it. So it doesn't matter, does it? I don't have to deal with it. And the person who receives it don't have to deal with it anyway. It's only the sender. Alex said, just took the dog round the block. It's fucking freezing out. I ain't been out this evening. Yeah, I bet it is, though. Yeah, my herpes. said Bikini Bandit. We use a postal service run by prostitutes. It's called My Herpes. Brian said, pen in the post could be dangerous if you stuck it in someone's bits. Yeah. That's so. I said, yeah, I just like regular Royal Mail. But yeah, there won't be no return address on it anyway, so we'll see. But that is a good point. But yeah, I don't think that'd be an issue. Otherwise, I'd just have to do it recorded, and you'd have to sign it. And you'd have to pay more. You know what I mean? Which, saying that, half the time I do recorded post anyway to stop people saying that they didn't receive it, which that would count as, signed post anyway, wouldn't it? We can change the subject if you want, Peach. Yeah, you pick one, mate. We'll talk about that. Zed said, you can tell I'm back, can't you? Now. Guys, an interesting thing. I've got a big order for gas mask filters from delivery courier company. Gary, do you sell gas masks and that? If you do, I don't mind you mentioning your shop and that if you want to. That's fine by me. Yeah. I wasn't sure whether you did, but I don't, if you ever wanted to, that's fine. Stick them in polystyrene. Beats a £10 weapon challenge. Oh, that's a good one. Yeah. Did anyone want to join in me and Peach's £10 weapon challenge? I think there's quite a few people said they did, didn't they? You spend either a tenner online or a tenner at a hardware store to buy the materials to make a weapon, basically. Peach was saying about post-apocalyptic, but I don't suppose it's going to be post-apocalyptic anyway, I think. Yeah, I'm going to have to buy my stuff offline. So if you buy it online, I would say buy £10 worth of stuff, and you don't have to include the postage, because otherwise you're going to be down to buying £7 worth of stuff, or less. You know what I mean? But I'll sort the video out soon, so it's properly introduced to everyone. Yeah, tacticals are sticking with polystyrene. And Dean said I can get really good materials for a tenner. Nice. Yeah, so there's quite a few people saying they would want to join in that. Tactical, you was the only one I remember saying you did, I think. I'm pretty sure I remember you saying you did. Nice one, London. Yeah, it'd be good. He said I can make a proper fighting knife for a tenner. Pete said it's up to you. £10. You don't need to spend 10 if you don't need to. Yeah, and we was going to say shit like fixings, glue, screws, and that. You can use your own stuff, and maybe you can use 2 of your own things at home. Any tools. To see what people, and it can be anything. You don't have, make anything you want. But I'll do the proper video to introduce it soon. Gary said trying to do an import deal with a big Italian company. He said, what was the other? Yeah, he said only Israeli masks, 4A1s, and new blower type hood. Oh, and Scott P3 filters. What do you sell them online? Or he says, fine, I sell my stuff out fine, and I don't charge crazy amounts. I don't mind. I'm always up for a bit of, if people want to promote their stuff on here, as long as it's, not piss taken, I don't mind. You know what I mean? We're all for supporting each other on here. Right, where am I? Awesome to know you're allowed to use leftover stuff from at home. I don't know. We'll have a think about that. What you can do, what I did think you could do, is you can use leftover stuff from home, but you would have to say, right, say if you got a bit of metal or whatever, a bit of wood, you can say, right, this would have cost me £6 and this would have cost me £4. So that would be, that'd be your £10 budget, even without, but you don't have to spend it. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? So you don't necessarily have to buy this stuff as long as it would cost £10. Well, Dinium said, what kind of weapons are we making? Bladed? Literally anything. Yeah, literally anything. I won't say what Peter's made, but yeah, his is not like a traditional bladed weapon. It is a bladed weapon, but not traditional. Dinium said, yeah, I read that. Freddie Tomlinson said, yeah, I was at Wix earlier. I need a bit more time to think about what I'm making. Alex said, I made a couple of impact weapons out of snooker balls and paracord, and they came out good, very effective. Yeah, I bet that would. Then if I can buy 3 bullets for £10, does that count? Yeah, I think that just about counts. Jim, you right, mate? Good to see you on. The Chinese name, I think. Hello, said I'm from Hong Kong, and YouTube calculations recommended your stream to me. Well, that's a good sign. Hello, by the way. I'll show your comment so you know I'm talking to you. Right, where is it? Isn't it on here? Oh, there you go. There you are. There. Hello. Thank you for watching. Weapons, I said, back on Corona. SK currently at 3,150 cases, and they give their number update in about 3 hours. Awesome to know you're allowed to use glue and screws. Yes, yeah, glue and screws are nothing. They don't cost you anything. Tactical pirate, got a flying helmet, wet celery, and some whipped cream. Oops, wrong shopping list. Pete said, but for the most part, you need something on a weapon that comes from a hardware store. Yeah, that's the sort of point of it. Little Vamp said, hello, Hong Kong. How are things over there? Yeah, actually, yeah, if anyone wants to talk to our Hong Kong friend, yeah, speak to him and ask him, how it's going. How are things over there? Is it as good or bad as it's made out? Pete said, yeah, I read that, didn't I? Yeah, because we find it interesting that some of the reports we get are probably less than what it really is. My cousin, Liam, I was talking about my cousin who's just come back from Hong Kong or China anyway. He's just gone back again because he technically lives there. He's English, but he lives in Hong Kong, um, or Shanghai. Where is Shanghai in regards to Hong Kong? I don't know. Um, but he's just had to go back because he does live there. Our Hong Kong friend said there is a protest last night. They said, I hear that the NAC are reforming and are bringing out a new symbol by Corona. Fuck's sake. AA said 1,128 cases in Italy checked yesterday, and it was 812. Fucking hell. Garrison was going to ask if you knew any Chinese girls, but maybe inappropriate. Actually, a few cases popped up in my state north of me. About to the protest, Chinese rule or Corona. Right, where am I? Yeah, there was a protest last night. Yeah, it's not really started over here yet. It's getting there, but yeah. Apparently, the Pope has Corona. Being said, probably a lot worse since there are people walking around the virus without showing signs. Yeah, exactly. Gone a bit quiet all of a sudden. Jim said I was wearing my mask while fixing machine in the pub earlier. One member of staff said they've been banned from wearing one at work. That's bad. I hope her boss catches Corona. That's a bit fucked up, isn't it? Yeah, they should be able to wear a mask if they want to in a fucking public, in like a pub and that. I agree with you, Jim. Mad, isn't it? Probably going to put the punters off, they reckon. Hong Kong said, sorry, I'm going to have to call you Hong Kong, mate. I don't mean that as any offence, but because I ain't got a clue what your name says. He said, I think the virus is not so serious right now. There are only 2 death cases and around 100 people get affected. Gary Black said, I think a lot will die, mainly from starvation and violence. Act said, let me take that off. Can't we get a funny outbreak? A bug that causes morning wood or something. Yeah, you never get the good ones, do they? When I said, didn't the Iranian ambassador to the Vatican get corona as well? I was saying to my mum and that the other day about that fucking Iranian bloke, sweating and no, there's no corona here. Plainly fucking dying from it. Kern, you're right, mate. Said, it's bad when the important people and the government ministers are getting it. Now, said, just a warning to YouTubers, if any of you put coronavirus in your video titles, you'll be demonetized for that video. Yeah, that's it. I'm demonetized anyway, so I should just write coronavirus. Where am I? Sorry, I was just looking at something there. Sparrow says, anyone ever shopped at Pal Packs before? I think he was spent 500 quid for their 0% interest deal. Just wondering if it's legit. I ain't got a clue, mate. I have heard good things about Pal Packs, though. Alex Delarge said, it's media bullshit, making out things are worse than they actually are. Nick Vamp said, how are protests going against Chinese rule? Rajput King, you right, mate? He was saying hello to Londinium. Beak said, Mike, say his name. It's Sai. Sai. Is that what it is? Nice. Sai. All right. Yeah. Cheers, Peach. Appreciate that. What did you do? Put that in the translator? Gary said, think of this. The virus has been around since last December. Started in an area of millions, many millions of people. Yet it only killed 3K. He said the Sparrow Pellbacks is good. Fred said, Hong Kong has a cricket team. World Cup. Do you know how it's going? How that is going? How they're doing? Yeah, cartels. I was stopped at Pellbacks. Good store. Shopped. Sorry. Where am I? I think it's the opposite. I think the media are keeping the numbers low and slow. Stop mass panic. Well, that's the more likely thing that they usually do. Fred Norton said, read a week ago that they would start testing locally when central hospitals reach capacity. From this weekend, they're testing locally. Hospitals are filling up fast. Lucky now. Axe said, I noticed Weapon Collector doesn't have not a flamethrower on it all. That's in the shed. Honda, right, mate? Look what I'm on. He said, sup, dude? Where's that gone? Are you getting ready? Oh, you're getting ready for work. He said, how's the new computer treating it? Good. Nice and fast. And I'm even testing out StreamYard. So, yeah, I've got it now. We'll have to sort some, you know, I'll get on some of yours eventually. Right, let's try and get distracted now. Bikini said, no more drugs and drinking, folks. No more self-abuse. Harry said, what happens if you don't be a twat banner? What, this one? Awesome said, Pellpacks is a bit shit. I bought 2 air rifles from them and they've always seemed to mess up with the order. The first was a blade. They sent it a month late. And the air rifle, they never had in stock. I think Peach, didn't you have that not option, that thing as well? That happened. Zed said, Mike don't need a flamethrower. All he has to do is drink his usual amount of vodka and yes, I like it. Did you fuck that one up, Zed? Franny said, ask the Hong Kong viewer if he has liked the stream. Yeah, I think he wrote it himself, didn't he? Si, have you liked the I can't even talk today. Stream. So personally I hope Hong Kong can be an independence one day, but not become a colony of China and England. Right. Zed said Mike doesn't need a flamethrower. All he needs to drink his usual amount of vodka and light his farts. He still fucked it up. And then that'll do the job. Little Vamp said that would be the best for Hong Kong people. I hope it will happen for you. Fred said, I bought my Daisy Powerline 880. We were talking about yesterday through Pellpacks. It came on time, 50 quid, but bloody £20 postage. Yeah, that I must admit, the £20 postage sounds a lot, but the other option is you've got to go to the shop and get it. So I don't think it's too bad. I would be prepared to I'd be prepared to spend 20 quid for the gun to be delivered to you. But I know what you mean. It sounds extortionate, but it's the only way, really. Ehon said, see StreamYard super easy to use. And you can send out links to people and have chats with them online now. Yeah, it's good, isn't it? Yeah, it's a lot easier. It's just web browser based, isn't it? Nothing to download. Yeah. Cheers for the recommendation, mate. Yeah, it's good, isn't it? Don's Live said, sic semper tyrannis, and Hong Kong guy. Pete said, Power Packs is good, but I did buy my rifle only for them to tell me that it was out of stock. It's been almost 2 to 3 months now to have it in stock. Get it soon. We'll email them. Yeah, it's a shame, but, it happens sometimes. Just checking my phone quickly. Londinium said you can order air rifles again now by post. Oh, can you? Yeah, you have to. What you have to do, Londinium, you have to with Pal Packs. What they do, you basically pay 20 quid postage, and because they're registered firearms, yeah, they just basically deliver it to your door themselves, basically, because they can transport them. He said, last time I tried to order, they tried to make me collect it. Yeah, what they do, what some companies now do, they either do that, they deliver it to your local gun shop, but yeah, Pal Packs, they're allowed to carry firearms, basically, so they just deliver it themselves, basically. So yeah, they're delivering it themselves, really. Yeah, they do it themselves, basically, yeah. Awesome said, Pal Packs are a fucking joke. Phone them up, Pete, and moan. They should offer you a better rifle. I'm just checking my messages, see if I got a fucking message back from one of these eBay sellers. No, nothing yet. It is a fucking Saturday. I probably won't get no reply till Monday anyway. Luckily, I have a gun shop 5 minutes away from my house. We've got one reasonably close to us, but I would never shop from them ever again because I think they're cunts, basically. Our local fucking gun shop. It's partly due to those fucking cunts. My brother got a fucking firearms conviction because they sold him an air rifle that was overpower. He got done for it, and they don't even get spoken to. I think that's fucking insane that a gun shop can sell you a gun that's overpower and they don't get in trouble for it. Surely that's selling firearms to people without a license. Fucking mental. So I would never have anything to do with my local gun shop now, sadly. But luckily I don't need to anyway. Fucked up though, isn't it? How our courts work though. Where am I? So I said it's cool. That streamer replied to most of the comments. It's not common in Hong Kong. I suppose a lot of people don't get a chance to read them out, but because I've got a reasonably easy chat to read, I can read most of them. Gary said, sold one 2 years ago to a guy on the internet forum. He said, I had trouble once with Henny Haynes. Bought a jacket, waited a month, still no jacket. And when I did get it, it was the wrong colour, wrong size. Yeah, fuck's sake. Randy said, can you ask Sai what gun laws? So, Sai, what are your gun laws like over there? Little Vamp said, to Sai, most lovely guy and tries to speak to everyone. I said, only the bank security and the police can own a gun in Hong Kong. Citizens are not allowed. It's hard to own a gun. Bit like over here, then, really. Wouldn't even have bank security with a gun, though, over here. Gary said, has everyone liked the stream? Yes, has everyone liked the stream? Let me put that on. I've got a banner for that one. I never put it on there. Tactical says, snap Londinium. Nice bloke, but his prices are sky high. Anglo arms, knives, £3. He's asking 15 quid. Awesome said exactly the same, Mike. The gun shop owner near me tried stealing my dad's air rifle worth 900 quid. They said it was broke. I fixed it for 15 quid, just O-rings. They know people can't go anywhere else. Fuck local. Yeah, it's sickening, isn't it, that they'll do shit like that. At one point, when I needed some money, I was going to put a load of my DX into a gun shop to sell. And then some people said to me, no, you don't want to risk that because they might suddenly go bankrupt. Yeah, and not be able to give you your guns back. Shit like that. So I thought better in the end. Gary said that's what Liam needs to have banner. He does, yes. That'd be perfect on his, wouldn't it? I keep telling him about StreamYard. The EDC channel. Right, mate? He said, whoever stole my glasses, I'll find you. I have contacts. Like to say, that's his first comment. He'd gone straight into Zed's territory with the jokes. Pete said, pawning them. Yeah, technically, yeah. He said, how often do you see a police car or police in general nowadays, Mike? Basically dead here. I went about seeing the police for 3 weeks where I live. Never. I think I've seen them walking up and down the road twice in my whole entire time. I've lived, and I've lived here my entire life. Did see one driving around at night who waved to me, and I waved back, and then they just pissed off. Which I was shocked at the time because I was always used to the police stopping me. When you get so used to being stopped all the time, when a policeman doesn't stop you, you're like, what the fuck? London said the guy who runs the local gun shop are a bit weird as well. Don't really like them. They always act paranoid. I'll tell you what, London, maybe that's the thing, because at least 3 or 4 of the gun shops I've been are like that, really weird and paranoid, or quite rude, like they don't want you in there. Maybe they get used to people browsing and not buying anything. But if I go to the gun shop, I'm buying something. It instantly puts you off if they're being rude or weird, doesn't it? Now, said Bing, every time I'm driving, there's always one behind me or in front of me. Fuck's sake, now. Bing said once or twice. You got to remember, I live in a village, so and I also don't go out very often. Last time I saw the police, I was raiding my house. Landini said, police go past my house 50 times a day. Yeah, and I believe that as well. Can't see hear sirens all day and helicopters too. Fred said, I see the police every day. My dad's a police officer. I think you've mentioned that before, haven't you? Here we go. Can you hear me? I'm only going to be on for another 15 minutes anyway. But you can hear me then, yeah? Mic check. 1 2 1 2. Yeah, I should have said that, shouldn't I? You can hear me, right? Confirm. Come on. Nice one, London. Yes. Yeah, I think that's my internet has been playing up lately. Lost about 8 viewers there. I wasn't sure what would happen. I didn't know whether it would carry on. If it had actually stopped, I wouldn't have bothered. But yeah. Gary said, please don't bother me. I don't stand out and I'm older. Yeah, now I'm an older age and I don't get in trouble. I don't have no issues with the police at all now. I used to, but I deserved it. Yeah. No other way to put it, really. I deserve the attention. So yeah, I'll be going off in about 15 minutes. Anyone got any other topics they want to talk about? Awesome, that's exactly it. They're always fucking miserable. I don't like my local gun shop at all. They act like know-it-alls. I always ask if they ever served and forces discounts. Yeah, shuts them up. There you go. Exactly. Gary said, that's what I said to his girlfriends. I will only be on 15 minutes, no 5. That's what you say to your girlfriends, not me. Right, where am I? What was we saying before? No, I won't forget the barking tips. I've got the message for that. I think we might have been talking about guns too much. You never know. Harry said, "What's your favourite war film? I mean, classic ones, not new sci-fi shit." I don't know. You know what? I can't think off the top of my head. I've always liked. I'll tell you what I quite like. Apocalypse Now. Apocalypse Now Redux, though, it's the longer version. That's quite good. I'm not massively into any of the old World War II ones. There's quite a few I haven't seen, in all honesty. And I may have to revisit the old World War II ones, and I might like them more now than I did. Tim said, if anyone's from down south, I bought quite a few guns from Surplus Store in Crawley. They're pretty good in there. And we'll answer your questions. I've got time for you. That's good. That's what you want. And Tim said, I think it's a requirement. If you're in a gun shop, you have to act like a dickhead. Seems like it, don't it? Seems like it. No offence if we've got any gun shop owners watching. Start fucking charging us more. Brian said, have you ever made homebrew? Yes, I have, mate. I used to make homebrew quite often with Alcotech turbo yeast, doing the 20-21%. I used to call it half strength vodka. So it was like completely clear, no taste. Yeah, I think that may have contributed to giving me gout, though, because I used to drink it without filtering it sometimes when it was still like cloudy. That'd be like drinking pure fucking yeast. Get you pissed though. I miss making my own booze, Londinian, but the problem is if I make it, I drink it, and it's not good for me, the home brew. Tax said, I hear Mike goes all night. He doesn't know where he goes, mind. E Honda said, we should do a chat soon now that you have the CPU all set up. I still need a webcam for my new computer. My old one had it built in. Yeah, this I can't remember what this is now. It's not all that, but it's better than nothing. Did tell our girlfriend once who was on for 2 years non-stop. So she said the rich bitch. Southern Comfort's quite good actually, Brian. I like that. E Honda's a gun shop in the UK. Seems like an oxymoron. Yeah, you know, because they can have the gun shops do have firearms licenses, don't they? So they do sell Right. Yeah, who does wins? Actually, Alex, that's a good war film, yeah. I'd class that as a bit more of a military film, but you know what I mean. Freddie said, I found a really nice gun shop in Dorset. I'm on holiday last weekend, you guys. The guy sounds really nice. I had a nice conversation with him for an hour. I think it was because he was surprised the child was interested. Yeah, nice one. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, Londinium, I used to quite enjoy making homebrew. There's a lot of fun elements to it, you know, waiting for it, see how good it's going to be. Like the old turbo yeast, you could do that in like a week, get 20% out of it. Yeah, as I said, because I'm a fucking controlled alcoholic, it's not a good idea. And now I've got that gout, I'm pretty sure if you look on the stuff that you shouldn't eat or drink with gout, the very top one is yeast. And I bet I was fucking overdosing on that shit, mate. I used to fucking drink that stuff when it was pink. So it was like pink, almost like milkshake, pink, milkshake basically. And when I used to piss the next day, it stink of yeast. So that's probably what gave me fucking gout in the first place. You off, Krylon? Good night, mate. Or someone else. Full Metal Jacket's very good as well. Tactical said one of a few times I'd slid under the table and rolled homebrew. Yeah, I've seen loads of people puke their guts up on homebrew. Nadeem said I've tried wine yeast as well. The only reason I used to use the turbo yeast because of how quick it would be. If you wanted booze really quick, it would do 14% in 48 hours, or 20 to 21% in a week. It's like the quickest homebrew you can make, and you could have full finished booze in about 8 or 9 days. It would take a week to do the 20%. It would take 1 day to settle it, or 1 day to clear it. Yeah, 12 days, that's quick though. That's good. That's quick really. Because a lot of the time it takes like at least a month sometimes. And the fucking phone's turned off. Well, that's done. Unless I hadn't charged it up all day. Cherry, yeah, that's it. Yeah, cherry is good for gout, isn't it, Ryan? Harris said there's an army gun range near my house. Walk the dog past most mornings. Trucks are always there. The longest day, Bob. I don't think I've seen that. Irishman said I used to make hooch for a couple of friends. Bread, yeast, sugar, water, and fruit. If I could be bothered putting fruit in. Hello, Irishman, by the way, if I didn't say hello earlier. Well, yeah, same private Ryan. I don't think I've seen that, Awesome said, Mike, can you do a video on making homebrew? I have done. Look it up on my channel. Just put homebrew in on my I'll have to charge my phone. Put the word homebrew in on my channel and you'll find a series of videos that shows the whole process of what I used to do. Where am I? Yeah, Apocalypse Now is good. Yeah, Apocalypse Now Redux. You ever seen that on Bing? It's a longer version. The Redux, I think, adds like 45 minutes to it. Little Vamp said, off to watch an Apocalypse movie. Great chat, Mike. Night all weapons enthusiasts. Yeah, items of interest. Yeah. Good night, Little Vamp. I'll message you soon about them things. Oh, is that in with them? Is it, Zed? Oh, yeah. Well, I haven't watched that yet. Oh, I've got that then. Cheers, Zed. Ready? Where did the Hong Kong guy go? I think when when the fucking thing fucked up, when the stream fucked up, he went off. He may still be there. I wouldn't. The thing is, I wouldn't be able to tag his name though to see. You know what I mean? I put my phone in my fucking case the wrong way around. That's why it's turning itself off. It's pressing down the fucking power button constantly. Oh, you are still here. Sorry. Nice. I think they want to ask you some questions. Yeah, where's my I'll tell you. Well, actually, I don't know if I'll be able to tell you anyway. So I'm just looking. I'm looking at my DVDs. I can't find it. I fucking hate all this shit. None of my stuff's in the right place. I'm still here. There it is. But the Redux version, as I said, it's 195 minutes long. So how long is that? 6, 12, 18. That's 3 hours, 15 minutes long. And there's not a fucking boring bit in it, I don't think. It's one of those rare films that, yeah, I don't think it's boring ever in the whole film. And it's 3 hours, 15 minutes long. So I don't know how long the normal version is. Freddie said to Sai, join us on Twitch on Monday, yeah. Don't think I've got a fucking thing for my Twitch, have I? Someone puts the exclamation mark. What's the exclamation mark thing for Twitch? I can't remember now. Yeah, I'll have to smell a napalm in the morning. That's it, Bob. Yeah, I like that actually. Yeah, I like the scenes with the French family. Yes, that's one of the added ones, isn't it? And the Playboy girls, the Playboy bunnies, that's extended. Yeah, it's good, isn't it? The Redux version. I like it, Bob. It's a very good film. Yeah, I don't think there's a single boring bit in that. I'll tell you another long film that I love that I don't think is boring ever. How long was this one for? Fuck's sake, I ain't trying to find the fucking 167 minutes, just under 3 hours. 8 for 8. What's that? 2 hours 45 minutes. Freddie said, just search WeaponCollector on Twitch. Yes, exactly. Exclamation mark Twitch. I don't know if that is it or not, Zed. I can never fucking remember. Oh, it is. Nice one, Zed. Yeah, Zed got it up. It's just the exclamation mark Twitch, isn't it? So I said, I've been thinking of wearing a 4A1 gas mask out to prevent the virus, but I think I might be arrested by the Popo. Yeah. Would you get arrested? Would that happen? I'd be prepared to wear one out, if it came to it. Harris said, I know it's not a film, but what do you think of Band of Brothers? I've never got around to watching that yet. Oh, that's a good point, actually, though, London. Yeah, he said you can be searched under the Terrorism Act. Yeah, that is actually a good point, especially in London. Certain situations, and if everyone's doing it, it'd be a bit different. You know what I mean? But yeah, just walking around with a gas mask on, yeah, definitely, especially in certain places. Yeah, you're 100% right there. Forgot about that. And names I've been stopped and searched under Terrorism Act before wearing a face covering at Liverpool Street train station. Yeah, and you can't blame them, really, can you? In all honesty, because they got to know, haven't they? So I said most of the young people in the gas masks is because they joined the protest before, and it was issue for to prevent the tear gas. And I said to them, do you really think I'm a terrorist? And they said, nah, just don't like you wearing face covering. Ah, fuck's sake. That's it then, isn't it? Freddie said on Twitch, you can say, what's that? Can't think what that one is without possibly ruining the stream and getting a wash with, a lot more Hong Kong guy. But yes, there's a lot of things you can say on Twitch that you can't on here. Good night, Harris. Good night, Ehon. Well, have a good day at work, I should say. Yeah, not good night. It's good night for us. See you later, mate. I'll be going off any second now. Len, you only just got on. I haven't, or have you been on for a while? I hadn't noticed. You all right, mate? No, I haven't started Game of Thrones yet. I've got series 1 to 6 up there on DVD. I'll start that soon. On the Terrorism Act gives the police powers to stop and detain anyone without reason. You just got on, Len. Yeah, I'm going to be off in a minute. I'll stay on for a couple of minutes just so you catch a little bit. But yeah. Been on for fucking 2 hours. We had one fuck up. One fuck up where the thing went funny. I've got to look for some bloody little crossbow tips. And said, love the cutlass, mate. Cheers, mate. I was really happy with that, actually. Yeah, came out really good. And lots of people seem to like that as well. Cheers, mate. And I even admitted abusing it to detain me for questioning. So I'm getting distracted. I better go off in a minute. That's the thing. He said I didn't even mind though. I had a joke with him about it, and then let me go. If you react like that, that's what happens, isn't it? Just have a laugh with them, and don't take it too fucking seriously, and you'd be able to just walk away, wouldn't you? It's a lot of people don't understand that. They get a bit arsy with the police, and then you're sort of asking for it a lot of the time. Not asking for it, but you know what I mean? But you're doing exactly what they want. Well, not what they want, but you know what I mean. Fred said, for the challenge, could we make a base? But yeah, if you want, yeah. Well, Liam said, yeah, if you just treat the police nicely, they don't fuck with you. Exactly. The more you resist and the more you sort of... Because it's like with anyone. As I say, I've had a laugh with CID before, in the police station about that. And they have they laughed about it with me. You know what I mean? Because they could tell I'm not a fucking, when I talk to them, they can tell I'm not a dickhead. I explain it to them and all that, and yeah, Tim said I had good times with all the police that arrested me. So, luckily I ain't been arrested for about 20 years, so don't ask, Freddie. Don't ask. I don't want to offend you. Put it this way, I don't believe it anymore. But no, I won't tell you. Don't look it up. Something I got when I was about 19, pissed out my face, when I used to have a lot of trouble with the police, our local police, and they used to spend their time trying to beat me and my brother up. So, like, this was between the age of like 14 to like 19, right? Trying to beat us up, spread rumours around about us, fit us up for stuff that we hadn't done. I even had them once arrest me for something that I was in a completely different location talking to my fucking mum at the time. And because they used to fuck us off so much, quite a few of us had that to as a sort of a fuck you to them. But now I'm older, I understand, not all police are like that. That was more of my little fuck you to them at the time. And Liam said, yeah, there's some bad apples in the police force. Just like any agency, but on average. Well, that's what I mean. And as I got older, they're different now. I think it was just because I was the local fucking me and my brother and our mates were the local troublemakers in our area, and the police was being constantly called all the time, and for some reason, a lot of these police developed some kind of grudge against us, even though I'd never resisted arrest or anything. It's very bizarre how they developed this weird grudge against us. I've never known grown policemen to go around trying to spread rumours about you, rumours of my sexuality, right? This is how pathetic they were. The local police used to try and say that me and my brother was gay, like that was some kind of insult. It's really weird, pathetic shit. And then when that didn't work, trying to fit us up for crimes we didn't do. And then when that didn't work, trying to beat us up when we was drunk. So yeah, that's where that came from. Pathetic, really, really pathetic. But it's weird. It's weird. I know I'm older, but it's just when I look back, it's just really fucking weird. It is really weird and petty. Londinium, isn't it? Bizarre. Yeah, really weird. I don't know. It's very fucking bizarre. But anyone who's got relatives with police, don't be offended by that, because I don't believe in that now. But I've never got it covered up, and I probably never will, just because I can't be bothered, in all honesty. But as I said, I can talk to the police. They say to me, "What does that mean?" I tell them, and then I've had a joke with them about it, because when I explain where it came from. You know what I mean? And Dinium said, that's why I deal with the police like humans, not officers. If you treat them good, they treat you good. If you piss them off, they mess with you. Exactly. That's it. That's exactly right. But yeah, you know, if you talk to people in a respectful way, most of the time they treat you back like it, don't they? And I've learnt that now. Awesome said, I've had a drunk policewoman try to shag me when I was about 20-ish. I swear I'd tell the truth. I believe you, mate. I believe you. Tactical said, a cab on one hand these days, and you should have Uber on the other. Fuck's sake. Yes, a cab, yes. Or call, and I could hand it like that and say call a cab. Right, you've kept me on for 6 minutes longer than I should. Randy said, I now know, but I'm not offended, mate. It was done in anger, not as you truly believe about the police. Nice one, mate. Yes. I'm glad you understand. I would never, you know, you lot can tell who I am and what kind of person I am. I wouldn't be going out of my way to try and offend people. You know what I mean? But that is something that's part of my life. You know, I've got scars on my face. That's where someone bit me. You know, that's part of my life. And that's like a scar of my past as well. You know, it made me who I am. I think a lot of the shit that I did when I was younger made me a better person now because I understand that part of life as well as the other bit. You know what I mean? I can see where people come from, different parts of life, really. You know what I mean, from different experiences. But yeah, I better fucking go now. I've had enough. Awesome said, what does ACAB stand for? All cops are bastards. Fuck's sake. As I say, I don't believe that nowadays. And I didn't really anyway. It was more like I said, it was a fuck you to those specific ones, you know, after what they used to do to us. That was, you know, a stupid way, sort of disfigure yourself. But oh well, you know what I mean? I was a fucking pisshead. So yeah. All right. Cheers for watching, everyone. I appreciate it. That's been a good stream tonight. I enjoyed it. I'll tell you how I know when they're good because I don't look at the clock very often, and I didn't tonight. I think I only looked once. Yeah. All right. Cheers for watching, everyone. I appreciate it. It's been a good chat, as I said. I'll see you all next week, and I'll be on Twitch Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, probably. All right. Cheers for watching, everyone. See you later. Good night. Hope you have a good evening, everyone. See you later.